Okay, so this is a small version of the binder, and I will post some links for where I got a lot of these printables. And some of the printables that I have not actually put into the binder yet. So right now, these are just some of my ideas, and a lot of the things I'm using in this small portable binder are just things I have handwritten from the Avery, I believe it's Avery blank note sheets, and I just put them in there. So I'm just going to open it right now. I have pretty plain section dividers, and I bought some, what do you call it, scrapbook paper, and I'm going to kind of spruce it up and add some bling to it over the next week or two. So I have my phone number in the front of the binder just in case it gets lost, and maybe I'll have a more formal way to post that in here, but right now I just have it on a little sticky note. So at the beginning, what I have is routines and also sort of a list of my priorities. And that just helps me to look at, as I make my plans, that these are the things that are the most important to me and to my husband, to my kids, just to keep everything running smoothly. And so that's just my reminder there. And this is in my routine section. You can call it whatever you want. This is where I'm going to write my new personal mission statement. A lot of the things that I'm putting in here are kind of inspired by the Franklin Covey system, the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. So I want to have my priorities in mind, begin with the end in mind, and first things first, and my personal mission statement. So some of the things I have is my daily review. At the end of the night, I want to make sure I've done these things. And then this is my checklist for as I'm out the door. What are the things that I want to make sure that I get done? Because sometimes things go so fast that I don't take the time to make sure I'm getting those things done. And then I have a nightly checklist. In the front, I have kind of a standard grocery checklist. I may move that to a different section, like my household section or my finance section. But yeah, so a lot of things that I go through in here are not placed in the appropriate section right now because this is just a start for me. So these are just some notes I've taken in church service. I like to put those in here because it's right here with my schedule, with my prayer request section, and it's all in the same place. I don't put it in a separate place because then I may not go back to it. I want it to be integrated into my everyday life. So I have my running schedule. That is actually a running group that meets in the area. And I want to be reminded of that in case I ever get on the ball and go run with them. These are some ideas of categories that I want to put in the binder at some point, things I need to print out. And then I have this calendar section. And in here, I have my priorities for this particular day, some notes about things I need to plan, activities I want to do. And then I bought some of the binder fill-in sheets, and I have my month on 2 pages in here for the next 2 months, and then just some notes about upcoming activities, and then my week on 2 pages, that's in there. Then I have my next section is the household section where I'll be putting in things like cleaning checklists and kids' morning and evening routines. I would have that in here right now, but currently I have them in my children's binders that I'm working on for them. And I'll just show you, this is just, it has her name on there, control journal that they will have as well. And right now what they have in theirs is sort of their own list of, are we ready to go? Have you done all these different things? They make notes on their allowance, what they've received. We've been kind of writing over the summer some goals for things they want to do throughout the summer, and summer reading lists and stuff like that. So we'll be working on that. That's kind of a project goal for the summer. And then another section I have is prayer requests, spiritual disciplines, and growth. It's really, really important to me. And I like to have it all integrated as well. Health, gluten-free. This one has been really helpful. I'm going to put the phone down just for a second and talk while I get my charger, but this one has been really important to me because of doctor appointments that we've had to have recently, and just talking about the importance of creating gluten-free meals and just other health supplements and things that we need to have in place and in our home. And I use this binder as well to take notes when I go to a doctor appointment, because I want to make sure I'm writing down everything they say. 'Cause they give me a little checklist to take home with me, but if I take that home and lose it, misplace it, stick it in my purse, how is it going to be integrated into my everyday life? So I have that in here in my binder. So I've written down, his weight, what is the doctor suggesting that I do, what prescriptions do we need to pick up, and things like that. Then I have my finance section where I have a actual bill pay calendar, which on there I have which bills need to be paid on which day of the month, and just some notes in here about budget items and things that I need to purchase and things like that. Store list. Then this section here is for vacation, fun, planning, so things that we want to do on vacation. I also have in here any invitations that we have received to parties or different events like that. Because even if we get an invitation to someone's birthday party, that still is kind of a treat, for ourselves and for our kids. So I'll put that in there, or sometimes I may put some of those types of things in the calendar section. Another thing I have in here is stamps and envelopes that are just all ready when I need to send something. I have it all in here ready to go. I keep some checks back here that I need to categorize, and then a register for the checks. And then these envelopes here I'll be using for things that I budgeted for, and then I want to spend cash. So I'll put it in there and then label it, and then, if it's the barber or the nail salon, or paying someone who's cutting the yard, or just even money there to give to friends or to people, or to someone who is in need, then I will label those envelopes. And that kind of goes along with the Dave Ramsey system. And this is kind of out of order, but that's my current header section that I have for giving, and that's what I'll do. That'll be in that section. Also there, I will have my list of addresses and friends and family's birthdays and things like that. So I so admire those people who send you a card or give you a call, other than just writing on your page on Facebook. But they have a system in place where they have their stamps and their cards and everything ready to go, or even, use one of these to put gift cards in here so that I'll have them ready to give to people. And then the final section that I have so far is household projects and ideas for my new home that we talk about moving to at one point. So I can put ideas in here, pictures, inspiration. If I'm painting a room or working on updating a room for some reason, or organizing, then I can put that in that section. And then one other section I'll be adding here, at least one other, is education. And that's where I'll plan and organize my kids' schoolwork, and just schedules there, and reminders of different events and deadlines and goals that we have there. So this is just my initial video for the home management binder. I will be updating soon. I welcome your ideas, and I've looked at tons and tons and tons of other videos from other mommies who've done this, and watched their videos and looked at their blog links and pictures, and I have tons of lists. Now I just need to really just pray and ask the Lord what it is that He would have for me to do that will best help our home, and go from there and just continue to update it as the Holy Spirit leads. And so I look forward to posting an update video after I kind of spruce this up, And oh, one other thing I wanted to say I'm going to be putting in here is encouragement. So quotes, memory verses, and sayings and things like that that I want to need to look at from time to time to just encourage myself. You know, the word says that we are to encourage ourselves in the Lord. And then another thing I'll be putting in here is some pictures, just pictures of my family and fun things like that. So I think that is it for today. I look forward to hearing your comments and encouragement. And if you want to take this challenge with me, get on this journey with me and make one of your own, please let me know so we can do this together. Alrighty, have a blessed day. Bye-bye.